This is the TFL Shark. They've been making these hulls for a long time. When we started out in the early 2000s, that's when TFL started, and they were making these boats then with a petrol motor. I had one with a 33cc motor. It was just a low RPM thing. I had the thing for probably a good year, I suppose. Had some fun with it, and then typical me, something I like, I ended up just selling it. I don't know why, because it's probably the best looking hull they've ever made. So now they're making them electric. It's what are they, 13 20 13 40 mil long, something like that. Similar to the Princess they make. This is the large Princess. It's about the same length. I think there might be 1310, the Princess. I actually was worried that when I ordered this one the other day that it might be exactly the same hull as a Princess, which is okay, but I don't want to have two boats that perform exactly the same. And I measured it out and they're not. The Shark is actually a wider boat. It's about 20 mil wider. It has less of a deep V than that one as well. So I mean, that one there it really is a cruiser. It's not meant for speed at all. It did about 60 k's an hour out of the box on 6S with the standard stuff, and I built it up to about 90, well, in the mid 90s or something I think it was, by putting a TP motor in it and a better speed controller and much better prop. It chine walks a little bit with the deep V. This one being a bit wider, you know, basically on paper it won't be as good cutting through the waves, but it might be better at top speed. Doesn't really matter, these are more cruisers anyway. So, oops, I'm just doing this with my phone. No, that's better. So, the hatch doesn't really attach to anything at the back. It's a bit weird. So it's got a little catch on the front here, but there's sort of nothing to clip it down on the back, so I'm gonna have to figure something out there. You can see they haven't changed it from the old days when it was a petrol boat. Still got a breather in there, big hole. Not ideal for electrics, especially if they go upside down. 56 mil diameter motor. I think they're an 84mm can, 920 kV. That one had the same size motor, but they were 1000 kV in that one. So I've gone down a bit in kV, not really sure why. Same ESC that one had. That's what they call a Pro Marine 300 amp. Looks a lot like a Flyer. Okay, but you know, it's not ZDW quality. But yeah, I suppose they work. I've blown a few up over the years. Got a little hatch over here. You can get to your collet nice and easy. 1/4 inch shaft, of course. Get your hand in there. Be able to get the two spanners in there to loosen the collet off. Easy enough. I got a little part at the back here for the servo, if I had one. I ordered this without any radio gear or servo because I'm going to put my own stuff in. I'll put a 20 kilo one in there, waterproof, and be done with it. That one just goes in there and you twist it. I do remember losing temporarily one of these when I had the old boat as well, so I will put some foam on the bottom of all these parts. It's a big boat. The Blackjack 42 is a big boat, but this one's even bigger. It comes with the dual rudder setup that they like to put on these big things, and this, I haven't looked at what prop came in the box with that one, but this one came with an unbalanced bronze prop that was pretty hopeless. So I imagine it's probably going to be the same thing in that one there. So I'll be throwing that thing in the bin and putting a CNC one on there. So yeah, you got 2 water pickups, a couple of outlets. So I suppose I've got to put the thing together and just see what it does. I'll just run it all stock. I'll just put my own prop on there on 6S and see what it does. I guess at 920 kV, with a prop that size, around about 70 mil, you wouldn't really want to go to 8S, but I guess you could. I'd prefer to put a stronger speed controller in to do that. So I'll just run it all on 6S dead stock initially for the first video and just see what it's like.